Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
You have to expect that from everyone then.
Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Del Piero, he's through on goal here. Picked out brilliantly. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Rice. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira. Messi. Messi makes a dash for it. Vieira. Rice. Mbappe. Rice finding himself in space. Looking for a runner. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's running through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Can he get it through? Now, this could be a chance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
No, that's been intercepted.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Oh, well measured. And this is not... Goes for a shot! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Pelé. Messi. And this is... Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Colombia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's good running with the ball. And this is Pelé. Messi, so much time and space here. That is a brilliant interception.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Driving on and making good progress. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. Shoots! Goal! Colombia! And it's Colombia who take the lead. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Colombia have broken through. It's 1-0. Shot at goal! And it's in! A game of thrills was all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Al Ittihad restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
And he's found the... and the shot! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Al Ittihad have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Thuram with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Thuram has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Seedorf. Al Ittihad have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Vieira. Seedorf. And here's Dembele. Messi tries to play it through. And the shot! And it's half-time. Al Ittihad have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Al Ittihad are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So the action resumes. Now it's Mbappe. Thuram wins the duel this time. Vieira is always looking to break lines. Not the most accurate pass. Desai. Rice. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He is through here. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Messi. Now they can break here. Now it's Pelé. Vieira. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Well, that looks a decent ball. pull it. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Seedorf. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Pele. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Dembele. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf. Mbappe. Desai. Thuram. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf. And the counter is on. Now it's Pele. Over to the right flank. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Messi.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution for Al-Ittihad, number 15.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 8.
But it's Thuram.
Number 22.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Number 5.
Oh, super ball.
Coming on the field.
Yamal.
Number 10.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Number 6.
Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Decent chance! And no mistake. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Al-Ittihad now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Yamal. Yamal gets on his bike and on the move. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Bale.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Eto'o. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good take, there's the shot! Vieira. It's Schweinsteiger! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both...
Señoras y señores, bienvenidos al partido.
Well, what
de
a
hoy.
scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Ecuador have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Pele gets flagged offside. Showing great feet there. Mbappe reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Shifted it to the flank. Mateus. Cruyff has the space to scheme. Both sides exercising caution for now. Now it's Messi. Mateus does well to get it back. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Vieira. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Cruyff. Desai demonstrating his defensive quality there. Vieira. Now it's Pele. Desai. And he's been shifted off it.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Desai pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Neither of these two want to come off second best. This looks promising. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Al Ittihad have themselves a chance from the spot. So perhaps now the breakthrough. He scores for sure! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, well measured. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Xavi Alonso could move up a gear here. He's picked his way through. Cruyff. Well, he's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut. Now, what about a counter-attack? And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Suarez has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's on it. Can he get away? Now that looks a decent ball. Xavi Alonso, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him.
Ecuador really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Mateus. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff on a serious charge here. Delivered low. And he opts to go forward. Mateus.
Al Ittihad can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Ecuador clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
back in business. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Ecuador restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he was alert to it. Not the most accurate pass. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. So the last big chance, perhaps, before half-time. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Great vision. Decent chance! It's fallen kindly here, and he's done it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save. And that is the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So the action resumes.
Al Ittihad really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Vieira is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and it's played in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Cruyff. Xavi Alonso. And it's Rui Costa. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're quick to get it back. Seedorf. Chance here to counter. Driving on and making good progress. Rui Costa, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Al Ittihad really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And he is deftly away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Al Ittihad have it back and can go again. Now it's Cruyff. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi, given the lift of his goal. Can he get on the end of this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mbappe. Oh, no joy this time.
Al Ittihad really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Desai. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 14.
The two coaches
Número
are
6.
signalling changes here,
Número
both at the
20.
same time.
Número 7. Número 18.
Ecuador are
Luis
looking to play on the
Suárez.
counter here, aren't they?
Entra
Well, I think it's pretty
Número
clear
9.
they've changed their shape.
Número 5.
And certainly
Great
Número
shot!
24. Número 21.
Was probably asking
Número
just too
23.
much.
yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Pirlo with the short one. And it's Thuram. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Al-Ittihad are looking to go forward now. And this is Hullet. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Señoras y señores, tenemos un niño perdido. Al padre de un niño con mochila verde se le solicita amablemente ponerse en contacto con miembros del personal.